Cheers.
There you go. Ooh. That tastes like the beautiful city of Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Champagne and beers.
There you go. So that covers Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so maybe you watched this last night. Vice President Harris closing out a whirlwind day of interviews on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert last night. Earlier in the day, she sat down with the ladies over The View and America's favorite shock jock, Howard Stern, where voters got to learn more about her personal life as she unveiled some new policy proposals. NewsNation's Alina Shirazi followed the vice presidential media blitz. Alina, it's exactly what we were predicting it would be. I mean, these were largely friendly interviews. Did we learn anything new, you think?
Yeah, Markie, good morning. Well, after a tougher sit down with 60 Minutes, as you mentioned, she did sit down for some of those softer interviews, several of them during the day Tuesday. She covered a wide variety of topics. She talked about dictators. She talked about the economy. She talked about her favorite cereal, her favorite workout. So really a range of topics there. But we know she was on The View, as you mentioned, sitting down with the ladies. It was her first live interview. It was her first talk show as well since becoming the Democratic nominee. She notably did say she wouldn't change anything about President Biden's time in office. So that was notable. Here's a little part of that exchange.
Would you have done something differently than President Biden during the past 4 years?
There is not a thing that comes to mind in terms of, and I've been a part of most of the decisions that have had impact.
And we know that Republicans quickly dug their heels into that one, with J.D. Vance posting on X saying, quote, Kamala Harris is more of the same. She admits it herself. And while Donald Trump Jr. also blasted Harris for calling herself a change agent, while agreeing with everything the Biden administration has done. And we know as well, another interview she did on the Howard Stern show on Sirius XM, the pair talked about abortion and election denial and softer topics like Harris's favorite workout. The vice president also called Donald Trump a sore loser, an unserious man who wants to be a dictator, adding that he believes other dictators are his friends. Harris also told Stern that she plans to appoint a Republican to her cabinet if she's elected. Here's a part of that as well.
The best decisions I make are when I bring in a variety of perspectives that allow me to consider every angle and to build consensus. That's the best way as a leader, I believe, you make good decisions.
And on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert, she was also asked about the October 7th attacks as well as Israel's response to that. So here's a part of that interview.
We must have a ceasefire and hostage deal as immediately as possible. This war has got to end. It has to end. But it is complex, and it is a conversation that requires probably more time than you and I have right now.
And during the Howard Stern interview, again on Sirius XM, he did pledge his support to Vice President Kamala Harris. He says that she has his vote, much to no one's surprise during that interview. But all in all, Markie, she has been making the round. She has been trying to hit those younger Gen Z, millennial voters. She has been trying to hit Latino voters. She has been trying to hit the older generation, more politically oriented. Again, they're on 60 Minutes. So a diverse number of interviews as she is sprinting full speed ahead to the finish line, which is, of course, Election Day in November. Markie.
Both of these camps trying to hit a little bit of everybody with 27 days left to go. Alina Shirazi, thank you so much.
Thanks for watching, everybody. Go to joinnn.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. Also, don't forget to click that red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.